What is going on, Bethany Church in Area 51? I am Pastor Dave, and I'm back with another lesson. But first, some announcements. Man, it's a kind of brisk, cool evening out there, isn't it? Hopefully you're enjoying this crazy weather we're having. It's pretty wet, pretty snowy. My socks are still wet from being out all day.
Hey, you get real spit that away.
Who are you?
Who am I? The name's Yukon Cornelius, the greatest prospector in the North.
But as we always meet on Sunday night, 6 p.m. to 7:30, this week we're going to be talking about something that God did for us, because God did some charity on his own. I had an event planned where we could give something to somebody, and I don't want to give away too many details, but it involved purchasing some stuff. Today, somebody came up out of the blue that I know and randomly donated one of the major items that was going to cost us something. And it was just completely random. That's not by accident. That's God talking. That's a sign. And I'm very excited about this. So see us at Sunday night at 6 p.m. to 7:30. We'll have a good time. But in our Back to Basics series, we're on the 6th commandment on the Decalogue, or the 10 Commandments in the Old Testament, Exodus 20. The 6th commandment can be found in Exodus 20, verse 13. And of course, the first 5 that we already had, the first one is exclusive worship of God. The second one is don't make any idols. Don't have anything, try to put anything above God. Number 3 is don't take God's name in vain. Holy, holy, holy is our Lord, right? Number 4 is keep the Sabbath holy. Interestingly enough, the first 4 in the 10 Commandments all have to do with our relationship with our Creator, with God. That must mean something if 4 out of the 10 Commandments have something to do with Him and our relationship and our lives. Maybe that's a clue to take Him seriously. Of course, number 5 is honor your father and mother. And now number 6, like I said, in Exodus 20:13, is thou shalt not murder. Okay, the end. Wait, just kidding. Not the end. Because it's not perfectly simple as that. And like I told you last week, we can look into things a little bit more and read into them. And in the Hebrew, the word for murder isn't just kill. It's, please forgive me for my pronunciation here of Hebrew, is rasha. Okay. Rasha means, it refers to premeditated killing. Okay. However, it talks about hateful, premeditated killing. It does not talk about accidental killing, albeit if there's negligence involved, that could be something else. But it's talking about the hateful killing of another person, not a deliberate taking of life is what it's talking about. The term rasha, probably slaughtered it again, is not employed when God or angels are involved in the death. And it does not include the killing in war, judicial executions, or in defense of another person's life. We are God's temple. We're supposed to protect our temple, protect His temple, right? Nobody has the right to harm us. So it's okay to defend ourselves. It's okay to defend our country if somebody's attacking our country. And God gives very specific instructions if somebody else takes somebody else's life, or certain other crimes that is spoken about in the Old Testament. We can see those in both Genesis and Exodus. Some of the things it talks about in there is with legal magistrates. It talks about handling murders once somebody is convicted. Such things as judicial execution, to purge Israel from the guilt of innocent bloodshed. It talks about that in Deuteronomy 19:13. That's also talked about in Exodus 21, verse 12. That talks about abortion being bad. It talks about the killing of the child in the womb being evil, being a murder, counting it as a murder. So if it's murder, that must mean a life you're taking. Also in Leviticus 24:17 and Numbers 35:16. So you have a lot of information there about what murder is, or rasha. If it's in the defense of life, it's not murder. If it's sentence death, it's not murder. Murder is the malicious desire to take somebody else's life without due cause or reason. God forbids it. We're not out there trying to take life for no reason. We're not to harm other people without reason. We're to respect God's life because we are created in God's image, and therefore that should be respected as holy.
Check it. Ooh, ah, up, circle, side to side. A little bit of movement, okay. Little right, left, right,
So, guys, hopefully that shed some light on a very short commandment here, but a very important one. So, hope to see you guys on Sunday night, 6 p.m. We'll talk about some charity. I'll talk to you then. God bless you. See you soon.